What's going on YouTube, man? It's your boy, Black Raiden, and I'm back with a brand new video. Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you see who I got with me. The other two members of the AM clan, the Ghostblade 318 and King Banaka, and we are the AM clan. Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you're new, make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, and turn on those post notifications. Now, usually when I bring you these AM clan videos, is usually us in the pro-am, and that's where we do mainly all of our clan battles and different things like that in the pro-am. But this particular night, we just decided to, go to the park. Usually it's me and King Banaka in the park on the twos. The Ghostblade, we run all together with the pro-am, but this time we decided to do the park. You feel me? And once again, we do not know, nor can we help who steps on the spot, who we pull up on or anything. We just trying to get games, and we're just trying to run, have some fun, talking to the party, and just just hang out and just be cool, and kill some teams while we're at it. You feel me? Now, one thing that I want to talk about, and I kind of talked about it on the last dynamic duo video that you all saw a couple of days ago, was that 2K has to do something, and I know it's really late into the year to where these fixes may not or cannot get done or anything like that, but they have to do something about these screens. They have to do something about these screens. Why? Because they're too overpowered. Let me tell you a story, but before I do that, where you going, sir? Where you going? What color is that? Say it with me, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Green. What other color would it be? But anyway, let me tell you a little story. So the other night, or really it was last night, but you're watching this this gameplay. This is older gameplay. Me and King Banaka was running last night on the twos, and we went up against this one particular lineup. It was a glass cleaning finisher and a play shot. Okay, we already know what to expect when we see them. Screens galore, because that's the meta. Nobody really hardly ISOs. It's refreshing when we run up against people who actually does ISO and can be effective with their dribbling, because a lot of people aren't good as guards. They're not. Let me explain what I mean. If you're ducking and dodging behind screens because screens are overpowered, they are. I'm going to get back to my original thought and the story that I'm about to tell you all. You're not good. I'm sorry. You can say a win is a win is a win, and that is true. A win is a win. But if you didn't have that big man there, would you be able to win? I've shown in countless videos that when I'm running with randoms, also that's another video that's gonna come later on this week, I still win. I don't play the meta. I didn't make a play shot on purpose. Yes, I get 18 shooting badges, but they're all gold badges. Play shots get Hall of Fame badges with like a 93-3 ball. But I get it, it's a build that's in the game. But ask yourself this. Since they nerfed the left-right cheese, you have to rely on screens that are extremely overpowered. Now, don't get me wrong, even though they nerfed the left-right cheese, most people still use it because they don't know how to dribble. Like, ISO is really becoming a foreign thing because boys out here don't know how to dribble. And I know I've been saying I'm gonna come out with a dribble tutorial. It is coming, don't worry. It's just taking me a while, because in order for me to explain why I chose the dribbles and explain how to pull them off and all this other stuff, it's gonna take a little bit of time for me to make that video. So if you want a quality tutorial, just be patient. It's coming. But like I was saying, the other day, or the other night, should I say, me and King Banaka, we were running, and we ran into a glass cleaning finisher, just like I said, and a play shot. That's pretty meta. For those who do not know what meta means, that means the way that 99% of the community plays. That is proven to be effective. It doesn't have to be good gameplay. It just wins games. And that's all that anybody cares about. They don't care about dribbling or learning how to actually play the game. They want to find the cheapest, easiest way to win, and they exploit it. Well, anyway, the glass cleaning finisher was a 68. All right, keep that in mind. Bottom of the barrel. Let me get close to the mic when I say this. Bottom of the barrel type of big man. And the guard, the play shot, was your standard typical 95 overall, play shot. Left, right, left, right, left, right, go behind the screens and, shoot the three when you're knocked out of the play. Now, the purpose of me talking about this was the big man was a 68, like I just previously stated. And I think when I looked at his badges, his brick wall was on bronze. And even though it was on bronze, it was still enough to throw me anywhere that he wanted to go. Like, and I should have clipped it. I really should have clipped it and made this a whole video, but I didn't feel like just ranting about a 30-second clip or anything like that. But the clip that I was going to make a video about shows that I was running away from the guard, right? I didn't have the ball. I was on defense, and I'm trying to guard the guard, and I'm running away from the big man, like just how that guy in the blue hoodie is setting screens and different things like that. The guard, the big man the other night was doing the same thing. And even though I was running away, 2K pulls me into the screen. Like I'm running away, right? Just imagine this. You're on this game, right? And you're running away from the big man, the center or the power forward, because you don't want to get hit with a screen. And it pulls you in. It's like a gravitational pull. It pulls you into the screen regardless. No matter how fast you are, no matter what your badges are, you cannot avoid it. Okay? You cannot avoid getting caught by the screen. No matter how much you try. I don't care what your pick dodger is on. Oh, by the way, for those who don't know, pick dodger is supposed to be a defensive badge that's supposed to battle against screens. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. And if it did work, then it would be more prominent than what it is now. But since it doesn't work, then we have to deal with getting thrown around in the game every single day. It doesn't work. If it did work, like I said, we wouldn't have to worry about screens, but we have to worry about screens so much because that's all anybody wants to play. That's how everybody plays. 99.9% of the community now plays with screens. And I get it. It's overpowered. It works. I get it. It's overpowered. But here's the thing. Do you really have fun doing that? I bet your lame loser self does. If you use screens like that, now I ain't saying that screens shouldn't be in a video game because screens are a part of basketball. I get that. I get it. Understand me. I'm not saying that screens shouldn't be in the game, but they shouldn't be throwing me out of bounds. If I'm on the left side of the court and you set a screen on the left side, why is it knocking me towards the right side of the court to where I can't even get to the ball handler to guard him? How is that fair? Explain to me, how is that fair? Oh, Black Raiden, you're taking this too far. It's just a video game. It's just a video game until it happens to you. And that's with everything in life. That's what this new generation doesn't understand. Everything's all fun and games until it happens to you. Now you want to cry about it. And the thing that I hate the most is that when you actually beat these people who abuse screens and all this other stuff, they want to cry. You want to cry? What you want to cry about? You want to cry because I was able to defeat what you set up to be exploitive. Now all of a sudden, it ain't fair. It ain't fair. Your build is glitched. It ain't fair. You're not supposed to shoot like that. You're a playmaker. Well, if you made your playmaker like I made mine that can do damn near everything, then you wouldn't be talking trash. But no, you made a play shot. You found a big who would set you screens all day so you could get open because you can't dribble. Let's just be honest about it, because if you could dribble, you'd be ISOing. Like I said, this is not a hate on screens. I understand that screens are a part of basketball. But when the last time have you ever seen somebody get hit with a screen so hard it knocked them to the opposite side of the court? They start off on one end, and then when they get hit by the screen, they're on the other end of the court. Show me. My links are down in the description on my social media. Show me. Prove it to me. Prove it to me. And 2K swears every year that they're nerfing screens, and they never do. They kind of nerfed it this year, but not good enough, because I'm still getting that gravitational pull into the screen. It does not matter where I'm at in the court. It seems as though like the screen will pull me no matter where I am. No matter where I am. 2K, you have got to fix this. We are tired. The AM clan are tired. And all my fellow ISO players out there, I know you're tired. I know you're tired of going up against those screens to where you gotta bob and weave and use bash points that you could use somewhere else on Pick Dodger that doesn't even work. Pick Dodger does not even work. I don't care what anybody says. Maybe I need to check 2K Labs to see what's the best setting to put the Pick Dodger on, because clearly silver ain't working. And silver badges are usually the GOAT, but when it comes to defensive badges, the only silver badge that I will say that actually just works really, really well for guards is clamps. Silver clamps is like Hall of Fame for guards. It's the same. It's literally the same. You do not need to bump up clamps to gold or to Hall of Fame. Just put it on silver, you'll be fine. I promise you, you'll be fine. But all the rest of those defensive badges, now don't get me wrong, chase down works really well on bronze or silver. If you can get chase down, I say put it on bronze so you can get the animations. Silver just bumps up your percentage, excuse me, just a little bit more. But other than that, ball stripper kind of works. I tested it out. It kind of works. It's better than not having it, But these brick wall screens is ridiculous. This is stupid. It's stupid. Why do I get pulled into a gravitational pull that you can't fight against? I don't care how fast you are. I don't care what your speed, what your acceleration is. Those screens are coming, and those screens are going to pull you in. And you just have to be okay with the fact that your big man, your twos player or your threes player is going to have to work extra hard than what they normally would. I'm sorry for all my real dribblers out there, for all my real ISO players out there. You feel my pain. You feel our pain, because me and the AM clan, we deal with this on a pretty consistent basis. We know when we go, especially me and King Banaka, we know when we go into the twos, we know what we're going to have to go up against. Screens every single game. And here's the thing. When most teams battle against us, they don't know how to guard us because we don't use screens. See, what you have to understand is this is why ISO is better than pick and pop, in my opinion, because you actually have to guard your man. There is no help defense. Now you can help if you want to, but that's going to leave somebody open. And are you willing to risk it? And most people aren't. Most people aren't willing to risk it. So what they do is they just rather let their guard get cooked for all 21 points rather than try to come help, because they know what's going to happen, especially if you got a shooter on the wing. If you got a shooter on the wing or a big man that's clouding the paint, they rather just let the guard get killed. They rather just let that happen. And honestly, I don't blame them. You might as well let them get killed, because if not, then the big man or the sharpshooter or the stretch is going to score. Regardless, it's hard to defend against. But I guess that's why they use screens, because screens are hard to defend against. But actually, ISO, you can actually defend against ISO if you know what you're doing. If you know how to block off the lanes, if you know how to stay in front of somebody, you can easily clamp ISO. It just depends on how creative the dribbler is. But with screens, there is no creativity. You don't need it. Why? Because the big man's doing all the work. The big man's doing all the work. All you're doing is just weaving back and forth, bobbing back and forth. Just abusing a mechanic that wasn't, I ain't gonna say it wasn't meant to be in the game, because screens are a thing. I get it, it's basketball. But when that's all you rely on to win games for you, that's when we have an issue, because you shouldn't call yourself a guard. If you didn't have your big man, would you still be as good as you claim? Would your record still be as good as you think that it is? I don't think that it would be. If 2K never put in screens, how many of you would really think that you're as good as you are? Just be real with yourself. It will force you to learn how to dribble. It will force you to learn how to play the game. But I know what would happen. If there were no screens in 2K, y'all would just figure out another cheesy way to win, because that's the type of person that you are. I'm sorry. If you're on my channel, if you're subscribed to my channel, I know I'm not talking to you, okay? Let me just say that. If you're on my channel, if you're a new subscriber, I know I'm not talking to you. I know I'm not. But for those who are on my channel and have dealt with it, Let's just think about it. If they didn't have their screens, how would they win? How would they win? If screens weren't so, and you see me broke that man, and look at him, he came hating, messing up my clip. But anyway, if there weren't any screens, how would they win? Explain that. How would they win? They wouldn't. And you know the answer to it. They wouldn't win. Because it would require them to actually use the thing that they don't like using, their brains. Yeah, I just compared you to someone who is stupid. Because screens are stupid. Even though they're a part of basketball, they're just overpowered. Anyway, if you're new, make sure you subscribe. Hit that like button. And like I said, this is older gameplay. I'm way higher than 15. But y'all be cool. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.